Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here. Welcome to day 12 on my 31 days of Halloween. Again, the theme is first time watches. Got an interesting one here for you today. This is a 1986 film, and yeah, it made, I think, all four lists on the 1986 um, list of 22 shots. If you listen to that podcast, um, yeah, and that will be, of course, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. So, I want to say this is this cover is very misleading to me. When I see this cover, I think this film is going to be a psychological, in-depth look of the what the mind of a serial killer would be like, and kind of delve into that, kind of like what Maniac does. But instead, this story gives us a kind of a straightforward tale into the start of the murderous path of Henry Lee Lucas, who was a serial killer, and I believe is from the Chicago area, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot actually remember. But yeah, so this is a very straightforward tale. This is a 4K scan, and it's kind of weird because this does not display on full screen on my. It's kind of like that box, which I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, it looks decent. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it looks flawless. It doesn't look anywhere near as good as their transfer for TCM. That one is flawless. But yeah, so this is a just kind of a straightforward telling of the story of Henry Lee Lucas and the start of his murderous career. So my thoughts on the film now, of course. Oh man, I'm gonna forget. I forget his name. Michael Rooker, who is of course Merle from The Walking Dead, is in this film, and he's Henry, and he is excellent in this film. He is really good as an actor. He just plays the part so well. There's a part about halfway through this film that just was, caught me by surprise at what happened in it, and I was just like, man, this is really good stuff here. Um, yeah, this is one of those ones where I was just like, okay, this caught me off guard, and about halfway through, I'm like, okay, this is probably not what I'm expecting it to be. So I was trying to change gears in the middle of it psychologically, trying to be like, okay, this is what it is. And so that, of course, hurts your score of the overall enjoyment of the film, because you're just kind of like, I'm not, wasn't in the mindset that I was going to watch this kind of a film, especially when it's a serious one like this. But overall, I still really enjoyed the film. I mean, of course, the cinematography is pretty good. I mean, it's not like excellent. It's not like very creative or anything. It's just very, well shot, well crafted. The acting, of course, I said is really solid. The storyline is really good for what the story it tells you. This isn't like, what most serial killer movies are, is like this copy cat and mouse game with like the people trying to catch him, and is he going to get away, and kind of stuff like that. This is just telling his side of the story of when they started murdering. And so this is the storyline is very good for what it does. This is definitely one of those ones that you definitely need to check out if you're at all into serial killer movies. I, for one, am not into them whatsoever, so that's why it's taken me forever to watch Maniac again. Those kind of things. For some reason, I absolutely love slasher films, and I don't really care for serial killer type movies. I don't know how to explain it, but but yeah, this is it's definitely an interesting film. You need to check it out. My score for it's going to be an 8 out of 10, though I could see my score going up the more I watch it and the more that I get into what the film actually is. And I'll be interested to check out the sequel to this, because there is a sequel, so I'll be curious to see what that one is like. So if I could get a hold of it. But yeah, check this one out for sure if you're into that at all. Yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Tune in tomorrow. I'll have another film that is a surprise watch for me, and yeah, tune into that. Peace.